an equation decides whether or not I succeed on YouTube. If I don't upload for a week, will a YouTube algorithm hate my channel? What if I stream on the same channel as my videos? Will my videos get punished? This is the algorithm for the success of your Pokeball in Pokemon Gold and Silver. The YouTube algorithm, if I had to guess, would probably take up a whole lot more paper than this. However, it's not as complicated as you think. Let's face it, YouTube's not as simple as it used to be. It used to be just videos. Now they've got short videos that are vertical and less than 60 seconds long. They have live streams, they have community posts, they have stories. The YouTube algorithm has to incorporate all of those things into its equation. Fortunately, I spent a day last week at YouTube headquarters, talked to some very smart people, and I spent the entire week prior to that at VidSummit and got to have a whole conversation about the algorithm with the YouTube liaison, Renee Ritchie, and learned that the YouTube algorithm doesn't really exist. Let me explain. Hey, first, let me tell you about an awesome microphone bundle that you can pick up today, and then also thank the sponsor of today's video, Elgato. If you didn't see the news, Elgato released a high-quality, budget-friendly dynamic mic called the Wave DX. I tested it in a video on this channel. It sounds great, but the important thing is you can now pick it up with a complete microphone bundle at a huge discount. That includes the mic, the Wave XLR interface, a mic arm, either the low profile or the regular one, and an XLR cable for $300, which is a lower price than some of the most popular microphones on Twitch and YouTube. This bundle has everything you need to start recording your voice, and normally or separately, everything would cost $380, meaning it's an $80 discount. And you can pick and choose what you want in your bundle, so you can pick which mic arm you want, or if you don't need an interface, maybe you have one you like, you can choose the bundle that's just the mic and the mic arm and the cable. Or if you don't need an arm, you can get the bundle without the arm. Discounts across every single bundle. So if you're just getting started and you have no idea how to get started on audio, or maybe you've been doing this for a while and you're looking to upgrade a couple pieces in your audio setup, Elgato's got you covered. Use the link in the description down below. Go pick yourself up something pretty. So there's one goal to this video. By the end of it, I want you to understand how the YouTube algorithm thinks and how the YouTube algorithm works so that you can make confident decisions about your YouTube channel. Let's start by talking about what the algorithm is not. The algorithm is not hovering over your channel, constantly tracking your analytics and deciding how many people get to see your videos. It's actually kind of the opposite of that. It's instead analyzing the audience and trying to learn to think like a viewer to figure out what videos that viewer is going to want to see next. So for example, let's say you are browsing YouTube looking for a video to watch. YouTube knows all of your previous videos that you've clicked on and has built kind of a viewer history of what you like. We call this a viewer profile. So for example, let's say you go on YouTube, you're looking for a video to watch. YouTube checks all of your viewership history, even knows which ones you've clicked on and how long you've watched them, and it's set up a profile of the kind of videos that you individually enjoy. Then it takes this other guy with a very similar YouTube profile, clicks and watches a lot of the same kinds of videos, and says, this guy really liked this video, watched it all the way to the end. I bet you would like the exact same video, and it recommends that video to you. The decision for YouTube to recommend that particular video had nothing to do with how successful that YouTuber was or how many subscribers that YouTuber had. It had entirely to do with this person enjoying that video, and therefore this person will too. It was from the perspective of the viewer. There was one sentence that an employee at YouTube said to me that kind of blew my mind and made everything make sense. They said, the algorithm doesn't look at YouTube channels. The algorithm only looks at videos. If you have a video that's doing well in a certain kind of viewer profile, it will recommend that video to the others that have the same or a similar profile. So now that leaves two questions to find the answers to. First off, if YouTube doesn't look at channels, why do big channels seem to get recommended more? And two, if let's say I decide to make full-length videos and live stream and make shorts on the same channel, does it hurt my performance? So let's hit that first one. Why are big channels recommended more? So before YouTube can know that a video is gonna be popular with a certain demographic, YouTube has to test it. And they test it with an audience that is most likely going to enjoy the video in the first place. Generally, this means that this video is gonna be recommended to someone who has recently clicked on another video from that YouTuber. And especially if they've watched that video all the way through, and even more so if they've clicked on multiple videos from that YouTuber. Yesterday, I clicked on a video from Captain Disillusion and I watched it all the way through. And at the end of his video, he recommended another video and I clicked and watched that one. And now this morning, guess who showed up in my recommended feed? You've all had that happen before, right? Hit the like button if that's happened to you. And if it hasn't, hit the like button anyway, because, you know, engagement. And if I do end up clicking that video in my recommended feed, YouTube then says, hey, that looks like it's a good video. This guy's not even subscribed to him and he's clicking his videos. We should share this video with people that have a similar profile that Harris has. And then that video gives more and more exposure to Captain Disillusion and he's able to grow his audience. And so now that I've clicked and watched through 3 of Captain Disillusion's videos, there's a good chance that I'm a part of his next initial test group, meaning when he releases a video, it's gonna be fed to me first because I generally watch his videos. So now you can see why I say there's no algorithm. It's not this big, long, complex equation that says,
hey, click-through rate times watch time equals success on YouTube or whatever.
It's a digital audience. It's trying to understand the viewers and understand what they want to watch and then give them the videos that they're most likely to click on, which means that your top focus as a creator should be to understand your audience and continually try to make better and better videos that they'll want to click on and then watch through all the way to the end. And then as you build that audience, start to grow into similar adjacent audiences and start to reach into more and more viewer profiles. Which brings us to question number 2. Will streaming hurt your video performance? No. And yes. We've all seen posts like this on Twitter or other social media that someone went live on YouTube maybe 2 or 3 times and then their next video just completely tanked. This isn't YouTube hating you or the algorithm shadow banning you. This is you not understanding your audience. Are your live streams good? Are the title and thumbnail clickable, especially when sitting next to other videos in the recommended feed? Is your stream fun enough that viewers, when they see your next live stream, they're gonna wanna go into that one too? What usually happens is the answer to some of those questions is no. And because of that, the viewer stops coming back to your videos and YouTube thinks they're not interested in your content anymore and then stops recommending it. And so then 2 things could happen. First off, because your consistent audience has shrunken a little bit, your initial test phase, that first group that they push the video out to, has shrunken. And so that first phase is smaller and then the growth is gonna be a little bit slower. Or 2, it's still pushed out to the same audience, but because you've kind of trained them not to click on your videos, they're not gonna click on that. You're gonna have a lower click-through rate and the video's not gonna grow as fast, which then leads back to number 1 happening. As viewers, we've all been there, by the way. You know what I'm talking about, where you're subscribed to someone, but like 2 or 3 of their videos in a row, you didn't watch through the first minute, and so you just kind of stop clicking on their future videos. But that's the main point I'm trying to make. Usually when something's going wrong with your videos, it's not the algorithm. It's your videos. And that's the mindset that any creator should have. If a video's not performing well, don't initially just blame the algorithm. Ask yourself, is there something about this title or thumbnail that's not clickable? Is there a reason they're not watching to the end? Can I change something about this video now? Or what do I do better in the next one? Because the algorithm isn't the thing controlling YouTube. It's the viewers and what they click on and what they watch. And YouTube is just trying to give that to them. And as always, happy streaming.
Oh, and also leave your favorite emoji in the comments before you go. Thank you. I love you. Bye.